Welcome all to Off the Cuff with Namrita, and I'm here again in person with the Shobhaa Day. She's a brand name in his, in herself, uh, and I'm here, and we are here at the Sala 2023. She just gave a wonderful, panel discussion and it was a full crowd. We all enjoyed what you said. So I don't know what to ask after Salil, but you are in the most affluent city in
The world.
US, in the world, I guess.
In the world.
Atherton, yeah. And what people here, they have too much of everything, and sometimes too much of everything, you lose it. You lose interest, and you've seen it all. So how do you still have the hunger, and how are you so insatiable?
I think when you lose your hunger or you compromise with your sense of imagination,
Yes.
or you forget that there are dreams that can be even much bigger than anything you're living, you fall into a kind of a slump. It's static. You may have everything around you that surrounds you, that is spills, affluence, luxury, comfort, but there'll always be a vacuum. There'll always be that something missing, and that something is curiosity. When you lose curiosity, even for simple things,
Yes.
which is not immediately there and accessible to you, there's no curiosity about it because you're so satisfied with all that you have
Right.
that there's no
Right.
interest in the other.
Yeah.
Then you're dead.
Yeah. So keep your curiosity alive, and
Yeah.
and you always have to have a purpose. Until you're not curious, you won't have a purpose.
Yeah.
I think,
Right.
no?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you did mention that you said 75 is a good number. Can you explain that?
It's normally it's called a platinum jubilee, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
I think yeah, after golden.
Golden
Yeah,
jubilee
yeah,
के
yeah.
बाद
Platinum,
platinum
बिल्कुल
jubilee.
वही है.
So it has a nice ring to it. I like the number 7 as well.
Okay.
And it's an important milestone in anyone's life. After that, who cares and who counts?
No, 80 would again be a milestone. I mean, the way you're going.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Okay, 75 is a
75
good
is good.
number. So, anything you can relate, tell us about the book? It is about your 75 years.
Well, it is actually technically about my 1 year turning
Oh,
75.
okay.
So it's broken up into 12 months.
Huh.
It's 300 pages of
Okay.
a woman who's lived 75 years. So,
Oh, okay.
it's that kind of a book. It's structured month by month, leading up to my 75th, which I planned to the last detail how I wish to bring in my 75th.
Okay.
I only wanted Elvis Presley to be there because
Oh, yeah.
I've been an Elvis Presley devotee
Ah,
my entire life.
wow.
So I managed to get Elvis Presley. He's an impersonator.
Oh,
He's very
okay.
good.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they're
And,
pretty close to the original, if you get the good
and the
one.
voice and everything else. And
Yeah.
I was just very lucky. And
Uh-huh.
that whole evening was kind of devoted to Elvis Presley
Oh,
with person singing.
okay.
It was wonderful.
I know. And we've already talked about the book earlier in our interview,
Yes.
so I won't talk about the book anymore.
Yeah.
But I did read your recent post on because I follow you on all your social media handles. You said that it was on Gandhiji. Does India still need the magic of the Mahatma? And you said India can't handle two Mahatmas. So and one slowly needs to exit. I said, what is this woman saying? How do you manage to say what you say, and anything you want to talk about the current scenario of journalism in India?
But the current journalism scenario is a little disappointing. It's under a lot of pressure.
Huh.
So there's no sort of good news story at the moment.
Okay.
Because most media houses are, in a way, it's very controlled and they're afraid to speak up, speak out. And most columnists have more or less been kind of muzzled. So the atmosphere is one of either you're with them or you're anti them. It shouldn't be that. There should be a balance.
Absolutely.
There should be checks and balances always. Otherwise, political power, if it's unchained and unchecked, can lead to problems in a society that is used to democracy. They're used to having a say, the citizens, as
Very
they
true.
must.
Very true. And voices of dissent need to be heard for a balance,
Yes,
like
exactly.
you're saying.
Yeah.
And, we have far and few women voices. And I'm glad that you're
Yes.
still raising it, even though it's
Yeah.
scary, because you did talk about the, things that been
The attacks.
said about you, and what we've seen that's happening with the journalists. But wish you the best, and
Thank you.
we'll be following you. And now coming to your Bay Area visit, what's been your favorite part of the visit besides the khichdi you've had yesterday?
But the khichdi was something that will be my biggest takeaway from this area.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, because I don't see such a gesture happening easily anywhere else.
But India mein to doesn't it happen really?
No.
It's
I mean, I'm
changed.
just thinking, had I been at a lit fest in wherever, in Jaipur,
Okay.
would this have taken place in the manner that it did, with such love and kindness and promptness? And honestly, without that khichdi, I wouldn't have been here today.
Oh.
It was so thoughtful, the way it was organized, arranged, and I'll never forget that.
Oh, that's wonderful to know. So, well, NRI always, get flack for their fashion these days, or they're shown in a very negative way in Indian cinema, but most of the time. So this is good to hear. And we're talking about your stint with Stardust, and you said that it was this year marked 50 years of Stardust.
That's right.
That is so amazing, and we've seen the cinema and Bollywood press change from that time to now. Now stars have become brands in themselves, because they have millions of followers. You have people who've not even done one movie and they are like stars. So what do you think of that culture, that do you think it's hampering the talent, or because you become stars before you show any talent?
Well, sometimes the two go hand in hand. For example, like Alia Bhatt has talent, has followers, is a brand.
Yes.
Ranveer again has talent, has followers, is a brand. Now Katrina Kaif, who is the world leader in terms of 40 million plus followers. Okay. But her talent, I would put a question mark. Yes. But she is a brand. Yeah. So if it goes and combines together in this wonderful way, Priyanka Chopra has the talent, she's smart, she's intelligent, she's gorgeous, and has followers. It is what it is. I mean, social media being the currency today, you cannot pretend that it's not important, because it is.
Very true, and they're using it in the right way. They have teams and entourage of people who are taking care of them. But especially young stars like a Janvi or a, like you talked about Urfi, and you said that you love what she's doing. Yeah. So I don't know how is that a good thing about?
Urfi is not she's not acting.
Yeah, she's not acting, but she's a star.
She's a star. And she has created that brand for herself. She's been so gutsy. And she said, when I did meet her, she said so candidly that I will never be able to make it as a star. I'm not a star kid. I don't have a godfather. No one is going to give an unknown like me a break. I'll be able to get into maybe C-grade cinema. I might have to wait for 15 years before anyone even knows who I am. By then it'll be too late. So this is what I do. I've created this persona, and I'm unapologetic about it. And it's made her a very affluent young person. Absolutely. And today she can call the shots.
Absolutely, and she owns it, and that's what all women should do. If that is good. So in the end, I just had a random question. If you'd like to answer that, if you were offered to do a role from a classic movie, which character would you like to replay?
Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind.
And why so?
I love her character. She's gutsy. She's a survivor. She is someone who's incredibly sure of herself. And if a Rhett Butler can be at her feet, she's doing something right. Her story doesn't end very well. But as a character, she's so well written. Absolutely. I would like to play Anna Karenina, though that's not also doesn't It's not a story that ends well. And in the Hindi context, it would be maybe Chandramukhi from Devdas.
Okay, yeah, that was.
But that also doesn't end well for her.
I know, so somehow you're choosing those.
Yeah, but they're all strong women.
They are very strong women, and strong women have to go through a lot.
But that always makes them more interesting.
Oh, obviously, yeah, that is there. And like I heard, you said your life has been about intuitions.
Yes.
So, what is your next intuition?
It has to come to you. It's not something that you can generate. Yeah. I can't say right now I'm feeling intuitive about this when there's
nothing right. Okay, so it'll be a moment.
It comes in a flash.
Okay.
But you have to recognize it when it comes.
Yeah,
a lot of people ignore it. They don't pay attention to their intuition.
Very
but
true.
If more women paid attention to their intuitions, it would be a far more sensitized world and a more equal world.
But I feel I've been here for 30 years. Sometimes you're scared to follow your intuition because you need validation first. And then you want to.
Well, then it will always be something that will hold you back. If you're looking for validation, it doesn't always come. You have to validate yourself. Believe in your own validation. Don't wait for a certificate from the outside world.
Very true. Because that's a wonderful answer. Thank you, Shobhaa. I won't keep you for long. Thank you for giving me your time. And I want this book signed by you.
But of course, with pleasure.
Yeah. And you can find this book anywhere on Amazon or all online portals.
Well, I don't know about whether it's available right now on Amazon in the US.
Okay. But India.
But in India, certainly you can get it on Amazon.
Perfect. Thank you all. Bye for now.